We're back with another riveting episode of the Business B.E.A.R podcast. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I've got a special guest with me today. That's right, we'll be joined with Lorie Skidmore from Deep Creek Pottery today. Learn all about what she's got going on in her neck of the woods. If you're joining us for the first time, let's explain what the heck we've got going on here. The Business B.E.A.R podcast is a podcast that covers all of our business happenings right here in our community. We profile local businesses and we talk with local economic development professionals to let you know what's happening right here in our backyard. If you have a business and you'd like to be featured on the program, you can give me a call anytime. My number is 301-334-7281, or you can email me at cnorman@garrettcountymd.gov. Again, that's 301-334-7281, or email cnorman@garrettcountymd.gov. Remember, during the program, any opinions shared by the host or their guests are their own and do not reflect that of Garrett County government or Garrett County business development. Alrighty, folks, again, it's your buddy Connor Norman here, and I've got my guest Lorie Skidmore, the owner of Deep Creek Pottery. Lorie, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thanks, Connor.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. I can't say how happy I am to have you here. This has been an episode I've been looking forward to. I can't tell our listeners enough how much I go down to enjoy the products you have. I know I'm there at the very least once a year to go, and it's my secret pastime. I love getting down there to take advantage of all you guys have. It's convenient. It's a nice outlet. You guys have a lot going on at Deep Creek Pottery, and today we're going to start telling that story. Are you excited?
I'm very excited, yes. Thanks
Awesome.
for having me.
I can't imagine anytime you talk pottery, it's probably fun.
It is.
Well, you are a fantastic artist, Lorie, and of course, introduce yourself to our guests. Are you local to Garrett County? Did you move to Garrett County? Let's learn about you, Lorie.
Okay, so I was born here in Garrett County.
Okay.
I moved away when I was very young, but moved back about 30 plus years ago to be closer to my mom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you moved out, what kind of drew you back in? Just being closer to mom?
Absolutely.
Is it nicer to live in Garrett County? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, just to be closer to my mom. She was getting older and I wanted to be closer to her. So I moved back here and took some pottery classes at Garrett College.
Great. So what kind of helped that transition into pottery? So you came back here, you're taking care of mom, you're in Garrett County, and you're saying, hey, what have I got on my horizon? You start taking pottery classes. What kind of influenced that decision?
I just took to it really quick, I think, and I just found a new passion.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how long have you had Deep Creek Pottery?
Well, we're going on 8 years now for Deep Creek Pottery. I had a small studio off of my house for a while where I did just some pottery lessons, little smaller scale stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. And then this the new place came along and we jumped on it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I remember going back to your place when it was next to your house. First of all, it was kind of a magical experience because you're off Monster Road there. You're going back and you've got the pine trees rising up on each side of you as you're going down the road. And you go into your studio and you always had the most interesting things. I know one of my favorites was around Christmas time, and I'm famous for this because I would come in and get the truck with the tree sitting on the back.
Sure.
I was able to, of course, decorate it. Everyone got their own specific color. I got red, of course. The red truck green tree, it's a classic.
It is, absolutely.
And I painted it first, so I get it. Everyone else got the other color.
Gotcha.
So let's talk about some of the things you have available with Deep Creek Pottery. Your new location is in the Fort Complex right off of 219. Can you give the folks your address there?
Yeah, sure. It's 1550 Deep Creek Drive. We're in Suites C and D, and it's on the lower level of the fort, facing the lake.
Okay, so as they come in, they just pull around the side to get to the back there.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I know that. I've been there a couple of times. In fact, we just celebrated your ribbon cutting not too long ago.
It doesn't seem that long ago. Yeah.
I know. Time is flying, though,
Sure is.
and we're looking forward to sending more people that way. As soon as they know where you're at, they're going to start taking advantage of it. Trust me. I think with the access to Amazon, some of the online stores and box stores and stuff, you think about gifts and things that you would make with your hands, how meaningful that is. When everyone has access to all of the latest stuff, sometimes it's nice to go and make something for yourself. I know that's one great joy I get when I come down there. What are some of the things you have available at your shop?
Okay, we offer quite a few things actually. We are a paint your own pottery studio. So you can come in and pick a piece of ceramic bisqueware, paint it, and then we fire it for you. And so it's usually ready in about a week.
Okay.
We have, for those that don't want to wait, we have mosaic tile creations, wooden forms, different, sizes and shapes, and glass tiles. So you glue those down and we grout them before you leave. So that's a nice thing to take with you the same day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now let's say I'm a novice at that and I've never done this before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys kind of have instructions? Are you there on hand to kind of guide someone through the process?
Absolutely. We fix you up with all the supplies you need, some good instructions, and you're off to the races.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Now, do I have a little freedom to choose what colors I want to go in, or
Absolutely.
does it have to be the same?
Nope, you can choose whatever colors you want. It's your project, your choice.
Okay, so how does this glazing process work? You go in there, and I notice you on your back wall you have a ton of different things. Everything from well, like my famous truck tree combo.
Right.
You have little dishes, plates, cups, bowls. You have little figures and stuff like that. Even piggy banks, fun stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So how does this process work?
Okay, so you choose the piece that you want to paint. We
Okay.
have a big paint bar, so you can choose all the colors that you want. We guide them through painting it, and we're available for questions, of course. But we try to just let them alone, and
Yeah.
they have their own group with them, and they want to have fun. So we just check in on them, and then after they're completed, they go back to my studio to get fired in a kiln.
Okay.
And so it's usually about a week turnaround time for that.
Nice. So anyone that's coming in the area wants a nice family activity, or someone that currently lives in the area and says, "Hey, I want something to do with my kids or my family or even myself, something just to have a creative outlet," they can come to you and take advantage of that.
Absolutely. We also offer pottery classes too.
Nice.
So a little more detailed for that. So we have pottery wheel lessons that you can do. We offer various clay classes like a make a mug or make a birdhouse class.
Oh, great.
Stuff like that. So we schedule those from time to time, but that's the only thing that's by appointment right now.
Gotcha. So that's kind of cool that you have that variety if someone wants to create the piece that they want. And then, of course, if you're like me, maybe, I've done some pottery classes. In fact, I've done Ron's pottery class when I was in college, and it was a fun experience. But if you looked at the creation of some of the people in the class, and it was like, wow, what an incredible bowl. And then they would look at Connor and go, I look at whatever he made. That's great. I was not that great on the wheel. I think I was a little more, I don't know. I think I could do a good bowl.
There you go.
At the end of the day.
So it takes a lot of practice.
Oh, exactly. I think it took me a full semester to finally master just a bowl. But, it was so, again, it was creative, it was fun, and it was something that, again, at the end of the day, you see as you progress in the things that you're making.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of cool that they can come and get that mastery, rather.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So now, do you work with some of the local schools, or do you work with kids groups?
I've done some local schools, taken a craft down there. I've done some work through the Judy Center here.
Nice.
And we do off-site events as well. So if you have a big party and you're renting a big house, you don't want to come out, we can come to you.
Very cool. So you have a varying options. Now, one question I have for you. Let's say I don't necessarily have the time to sit there in the studio, but I would like to take a piece with me. Do you have kind of like these to-go options? And then I can bring back my piece totally done, totally painted up, and then you do the same firing process?
Absolutely, yep. If you want to take it to go, we'll fix you up with all the supplies that you need.
Excellent.
And you can bring it back to us for firing.
Looking at the horizon of Deep Creek Pottery, I know you guys have fantastic offering right now in some of the more simplistic things and some of the more ingrained things. How are you guys looking at growing? Do you think you'll add more art projects as the time goes on?
Absolutely. I'm looking into that now. I mean, I don't know how to do everything. I figure if I find something that I like that I want to offer, I'll find somebody who knows how to do it and get them in.
Awesome.
To offer that.
And that's a good question. Will you partner with other artists to host classes or like paint and sip events, stuff like that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're open to anything. We have a great big space, lots of seating, so we're definitely looking to add to that.
It sounds like you've got a great activity-based operation going here. You've got a very convenient location.
Sure do.
And you've got a lot to offer to anyone that wants to spend some time with a group, spend some time even alone with some great art projects. If anyone had an idea out there for an art project and needs someone to bounce some expertise, they need some expertise to consult. Could they come to you for that?
Absolutely. If it's in my field and, I know it, then absolutely come to me.
All right, so let's talk about your famous times of year. I imagine Christmas is super busy for you.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So what's the best time? Let's give some advice to our listeners out there.
Okay.
What's the best time for them to come in if they're looking to get that Christmas gift? When's the last minute cutoff time? Let's say I really want a unique piece to give to mom this year. When should I be coming in? How early is too early? How late is too late?
So to have it back in time for Christmas, I would imagine 2 to 3 weeks out.
Okay.
To make sure we have the firing time for you to get it back in time for Christmas.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And let's say they want to come in, and do you guys offer like some sort of gift card packaging system where, let's say I want to surprise somebody with this event.
Mm-hmm.
So could they come in and get like gift cards that they could send out?
Absolutely. We offer gift certificates, which are really popular mostly around Christmas time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, but year round for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Lorie, I think we've got a full encompassing view of what Deep Creek Pottery is. So you've recently celebrated, I'm sorry, you said 8 years?
Yes.
Okay, you've recently celebrated 8 years, and you're working on a 10-year milestone. Any big plans for that?
There's some things in my head. I'm just not sure where to go with it
Great.
yet.
She's keeping the secrets to herself, folks. Don't worry, we'll get them out of her. If someone wants to keep in touch or see what you've got coming up, do you guys have a Facebook page, a website, or something someone can pay attention to?
Absolutely. The Facebook page, obviously, it's the easiest thing to get out there quickly.
Okay.
So I update that regularly. And we offer classes through that where you can click on a ticket link and purchase a ticket.
So super convenient.
It is. And then we have our website. I'm working on Instagram. I'm not there yet, but
Gotcha.
yeah.
All of these social media platforms, I mean, they're super influential. They're super important. I mean, more and more business is moving to this kind of social media frontier where if you're not advertising, it used to be word of mouth, but now the word of mouth is gone to the digital realm.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
You know, you told a friend told a friend, they told 9 people. That was fantastic.
Sure.
But now it's moved to a digital arena where if you're not at least putting your toes in, you're really not getting a full marketing experience, and you're not connecting with as many audiences as you can.
Agreed.
You know, Deep Creek Lake will see anywhere between 1.4 and 2.8 million visitors annually.
Mm-hmm.
When they come here, they're looking and they're putting it in Google, they're jumping on their social media feeds to just see what's going on out there.
Absolutely.
And it sounds like you guys have a great website and a great social media presence that people can tap into
For sure.
to see when you guys are doing classes and what kind of fun you're having.
Absolutely. It's a work in progress, but we're trying to improve it all the time.
Nice. I promise, and I'll make the commitment here. I'll come in, we'll do another piece, and then we'll feature it, not just on our social media marketing platforms, but yours too.
Okay.
That way the Business B.E.A.R listeners can say, oh, he's not just here making it up. He actually goes down and he enjoys some of the products there.
Sounds great.
So
Yeah.
I think we'll have some fun. So
Yeah.
let's say someone wants to come in your door for the first time. Let's hear your address. Let's hear your phone number, your website, your social media, just for our listeners so they can come and get a hold of you, Lorie.
Okay. So, yeah, Deep Creek Pottery. Our address is 1550 Deep Creek Drive, Suite C and D. It's the lower level of the fort in McHenry, next to Pine Lodge Restaurant.
Okay.
Our Facebook page is Deep Creek Pottery. Website is deepcreekpottery.com. My email address, I'm always on there, so it's deepcreekpottery@gmail.com.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I know this is common practice in the radio world, so let's hear those one more time.
Okay. Deep Creek Pottery, 1550 Deep Creek Drive, Suite C and D. It's the lower level of the fort in McHenry, next to Pine Lodge. Our Facebook page, you can find us at Deep Creek Pottery, and deepcreekpottery.com for our website. And our phone number is 301-501-1619.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Lorie. Now, at the end of every episode, I kind of like to leave the mic open, give you an opportunity to let us know if there's any big events coming up for you, if you have local sales, if you have any special items that you currently have up for grabs. Let's hear about it.
Okay, so Sundays is Locals Day. So
Okay.
all paint your own pottery and mosaic tiles are 20% off on Sundays. And that's year round that we're doing that right now.
Oh, cool.
So not just during the season or off season. So it's year round. We offer some other handmade goods. We have a great selection of handmade pottery.
Okay.
My husband and I make that. You can come in and make your own pottery. Lots of fun there. We just want to provide a creative, positive experience for everybody.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be very popular there. I know the new location is just that, it's very new. But as we get the word out there, as it spreads, more people are going to be coming through your door. I understand you're already busy now, but we're looking to make you busier.
Awesome. We'll take it. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you so much, Lorie, for coming in. I really appreciate your time. I think we've had a good episode today. And thank you, everyone, for listening to the Business B.E.A.R podcast. Remember, if you want your business featured, get a hold of me at 301-334-7281, or you can email me at cnorman@garrettcountymd.gov. Be sure you're following us on Facebook, Instagram. We've got a Twitter or an X, whatever it's called these days. And we also have LinkedIn at Garrett County, Maryland, Department of Business Development. Follow us for all the latest in your business happenings. And, of course, when the latest episode of the Business B.E.A.R podcast drops. Again, folks, this is Connor Norman. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you all on the other side.